Welcome to Stony Brook University's International Student Success Workshop. My name is Jessica, and I'm here to help you get acclimated to Stony Brook University. Here is an overview of the areas we will talk about today. We are going to be discussing transition, getting to know each other, academic success, living and adjustment, health and wellness, campus safety and security, culture, and involvement. We recognize that everyone may be feeling a little bit different at this time. It is no surprise that this year has been anything but ordinary. We are glad that despite the challenges it may have came with, that you have chosen to study with SBU this year, and we want to help by preparing you to be successful. On the screen, you will see a variety of emotions. Take a moment to look through the emotions on this chart and think about how you are feeling today, or maybe a few that have stood out from this week. Here we have what is called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For some, this may look familiar. For others, this may be new. In order for a triangle to be built, it relies on a sturdy foundation. As represented in this image, the bottom of the triangle represents human needs that must be obtained before we can begin to work towards the idea of self-actualization. Similar to this model, we want to help you during your time at SBU to be successful by helping you build a foundation of knowledge and resources. These past few months have brought about much transition, and now with that, your transition to SBU. Some of you may be watching from home in another country, some from a residence hall on campus, and some from an apartment off campus. One transition each of you has in common is you are now transitioning to being an SBU student. We are here to provide support, help, and guidance throughout your transition. As much information has changed and may continue to change, I want to draw attention to a few resources that you should be aware of and become familiar with. There are multiple ways SBU will communicate with you. You should be actively checking all three platforms. First is your SBU email address. This is something that you can use to communicate with people across campus and utilize features available through Google Apps. Blackboard is a place where you will access coursework and communication from faculty if they share updates in a course. Next is Solar. This is the platform where you can access your course schedule, billing information, holds, and much more. It is important that you regularly check the resources to stay up to date on any action items you may need to take care of. We will now transition into talking about how to be successful in your academic work. Generally, classes are Monday through Friday. Each class size will vary greatly and be dependent on space and type of class. SBU very much expects students as a learner to take charge of their learning experience. No one will pressure you to be sure that you're succeeding in your courses, so it is up to you to study the material and access any resources SBU provides to assist with your courses. For example, if you need tutoring, we highly encourage you to seek out that resource. In order to be successful, it is important to ask questions and participate in your courses. The syllabus for each course should be reviewed carefully to be sure you are staying on top of any expectations set forth by your professors. It is also important to get to know when and how to reach your professor or a teaching assistant that may be available to assist you. Plagiarism and academic dishonesty are taken very seriously at SBU. Taking someone else's work or ideas and attempting to pass them off as your own is strictly prohibited. Cheating on assignments as well is extremely prohibited as well. It is very important you take an active role in your individual success in your courses. There are tools in place such as SafeAssign, in which they help to recognize things such as plagiarism by comparing it to other work that has been submitted through SBU and through Blackboard and seeing how much ratio of the same content exists. Each semester has a particular set of dates and deadlines that are important to be aware of. You can access this information on the academic calendar page. This will explain when the semester starts and ends, and also any important dates, such as when you can add or drop a course. If you wish to GP/NC, G standing for grade, P standing for pass, NC standing for no credit, a course, you must do so by a particular date and time. We recognize that SBU's courses may be challenging at times. There are many resources available to help you be successful. Each professor hosts office hours where they can assist students. In addition, many classes have TAs or teaching assistants, which are students that have taken the course previously and may be available to assist you with your questions. There are also many different places on campus to get assistance, for example, the ASTC, or Academic Success and Tutoring Center, where you can get small group or one-on-one tutoring services, the Writing Center, Biology Learning Center, and much more. It is important that you recognize if you are struggling in a course before it becomes a larger issue. You do not have to be failing a course to use these resources, and we encourage you to take advantage of them early on. Depending on if you are a first-year student, a transfer student, or a College of Engineering and Applied Sciences student, your advising resource may vary. We have included some helpful contact information on the screen for your reference. Time management is important to help contribute to your academic success. Procrastination can easily get the best of us if we are not actively working to complete our work in a timely manner. When we procrastinate, work can tend to pile up, and the time to complete the work shortens the more time goes on. We encourage the use of a planner or even Google Calendar to help you manage your assignments, deadlines, and commitments. One example of something you can do to actively work towards completion of your assignments and projects in a timely manner is the 10-minute rule, in which you spend at least 10 minutes each day working on a project up until it is due. Another small tip to help you with time management is to use the time you may have between classes to review notes to help reinforce content learned. In this section, we will be talking about some topics within living and adjusting to SBU, including campus residences, commuter student services, RSP, Double Map, the Long Island Railroad, and Wolfie Wallet. We will now quickly overview some on and off-campus transportation options. There are university shuttle buses available to take you around campus. There is an app called Double Map in which you can view more information about university shuttles, the routes available, and you can actually view how far away a bus is from your particular stop as well. Around campus, you will notice bike racks, and with your ID card, you can access these bikes for up to 1 hour at a time. It is important you take care of the bike when you are riding it and return it to the appropriate stations located around campus. Many students walk around campus to get where they need to be. There is a program called RSP, or Residential Safety Program, in which you can call for a pair of students to escort you safely to your destination on campus. There is also a ride service program in which a university official can escort you to your destination on campus after hours. This is not a taxi service and should only be used as necessary. In addition to the on-campus university buses, there are buses that can help you to access destinations off campus. For this, you can use the Suffolk County buses. We encourage you to plan your route in advance and review the information on the website linked here. Many of you have likely learned by now that we are a train ride away from New York City and many other locations across Long Island. You can view more information online or by accessing the MTA eTix app, where you can purchase Long Island Railroad train tickets. Here in this image, where you see the red star, is the location of the Long Island Railroad station on SBU's campus. Now we will talk about some of the on-campus services available to you. Your ID card has many different purposes, from accessing your residence hall to accessing the bikes or printing services on campus. It is important you keep your card secure. Your ID card can also be used to access your dining dollars or Wolfie Wallet money. These are different types of financial accounts on your SBU ID card. You can download the Get Mobile app to your phone, and you can use it to order food ahead of time. You can also access your Stony Brook ID, check your balances of your different accounts, such as Wolfie Wallet and Dining Dollars. You can access how many meal swipes you have left, or see that you're on an unlimited meal plan if you're a first-year student. And you can order food ahead at places like Westside Dining, Eastside Dining, and Starbucks. As part of your fees, you have access to printing services on campus, which roughly equates to about 1,500 pages a semester. There's also tech support and software available to you through DoIT, otherwise known as the Division of Information Technology. In the lower level of the Melville Library and in the hospital, you will find ShopRed locations. In the Melville Library, you will find ShopRed West, and in the hospital, you will find ShopRed East. These stores have basic necessities such as toothbrushes, snacks, SBU swag, and school supplies. Campus Residences has 6 different mail rooms located on campus. Residents are able to use these for sending and receiving mail. Please do not use Stony Brook University main campus address as a delivery address to prevent loss or misdirected mail. If you would like to learn more about your specific mailing address for your residence hall, check with your resident assistant, your resident hall director, or find some flyers posted in your building that have your specific mailing address listed. You can also search online through the Campus Residences website to find your specific mailing address. It is important to know the resources available to you whether you live on campus or off campus. If you live on campus, you should become familiar with Campus Residences. On their website, you will find a lot of important information, including policies and procedures. It is also important to know who to contact within your residence hall and who your RA or resident assistant is and how they can help you. For students living off campus, the Office of Commuter Student Services and OffCampus Living provides valuable information and resources. For example, you can request smoke detectors for your off-campus apartment here. You can also view apartments available for rent off campus. Here, you can view the contact information for both Campus Residences and Commuter Student Services and Off-Campus Living. Now we will talk a little bit about health and wellness resources. In this section, we will be covering CPO, or the Center for Prevention and Outreach, CAPS, Counseling and Psychological Services, UPD, the University Police Department, and SHS, or Student Health Services. As you have already learned about in our online orientation modules, there are a variety of resources at Stony Brook University to help you. We want to remind you to review and become familiar with the resources such as CAPS, CPO, and Student Health Services. Many of these services are now available virtually. Remember that many students seek services, and it is not a sign of weakness to reach out for assistance on taking care of yourself. If anything, it's a sign of resilience. Student Health Services is located near H Community. Also, it's located near the stadium. Please review their website to become more familiar with their services should any needs arise in your future. When it comes to COVID, it's important that you stay up to date with the latest information regarding precautions and requirements. For this, check your email daily, and you should also review the Stronger Together website. There are many frequently asked questions listed there that you can peruse and find out the relevant information for you. The University Police Department offers several resources to help you stay informed and provide assistance if needs arise. All students should maintain up-to-date contact information on SB Alert. It is important to stay informed should the campus need to communicate information in an emergency situation. The SB Guardian app can offer assistance when walking across campus. For example, you can direct UPD to your GPS location through the app in an emergency, or you can use a feature called Precautionary Timer Mode, where you can set a timer for you to walk from one place to another on campus. If the time you set passes and you have not turned the timer off, you will get one reminder to turn off the timer. If you do not turn off this alert, then UPD will be sent to your GPS location to assist. Please remember and save the UPD contact information. From a campus phone, you can dial 333. From a cell phone or other phone, you must dial 631-632-3333. If you dial 911, you will reach Suffolk County Police Department, and they will then transfer you over to the Stony Brook University Police Department, which is a branch of Suffolk County Police Department. So in order to save time and get you the help that you need as quick as possible, you should definitely dial 631-632-3333. Here we have a few different safety features you will find in buildings on campus. From left to right, we have an exit sign, a manual pull station to sound the fire alarm, a portable fire extinguisher, and a speaker strobe. Now we're going to learn a little bit about who lives on campus. This section will cover SEA, Student Engagement and Activities, Handshake, RAW, or Recreation and Wellness, All Gender Restrooms, SB Engaged, and Cork. Communication looks different in many different cultures and can even be difficult to navigate within a culture you have grown up in. Here are some communication tips. We encourage you to ask questions if something is unclear and to ask questions to get answers. Also, eye contact is viewed as a sign of respect and that you are paying attention to the other person. We encourage you to be active and make new friends. SBU is a very diverse campus, and interaction among students is encouraged. It's important to remember that all individuals should be treated with equal respect, no matter their race, gender identity, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or religious beliefs. You may have noticed when the ISAs, or International Student Ambassadors, introduce themselves in the first small group session that they share their preferred gender pronouns. We at Stony Brook University recognize how different individuals choose to identify in regards to gender. You will learn more about this in a later session. Something else that may be new is the idea of all gender restrooms. Stony Brook University has a few locations around campus in which any individual, regardless of gender, may use that particular restroom. Each restroom will have a guide outside of the door to explain if this is an all-gender restroom and what types of facilities are available within that restroom. Stony Brook University is filled with many ways and opportunities to get involved, so let's talk a little bit about what is available to you. There are many benefits to getting involved, so here we have highlighted a few for you. You can build and explore interests through involvement, or you can meet new people that share the same interests as you. There are more than 350 clubs on campus that you can get involved in. Here we have included a link that you can check to see all of the different clubs and organizations we have available. You can learn more through our semesterly involvement fairs as well as SB Engaged online. You will have to log in with your NetID and password, and there's lots of information about who to contact to get involved, what the club and organization is about, and what kinds of events that they hold. At Stony Brook University, we have many different campus activities and traditions that happen every semester. For example, you can get involved in intramural sports, you can attend SBU athletic games, you can attend off-campus trips through recreation and wellness, such as whitewater rafting, and there's also semesterly traditions as well. For example, every spring semester, we have something called the Roth Pond Regatta, which is a boat race held at our Roth Pond. On-campus clubs and organizations come together and make their own boats out of cardboards and duct tape, and they race each other. Here are some more examples of some campus-wide events and traditions. One is homecoming. There's Roth Regatta, which I previously mentioned. There is Diversity Day and concerts that happen every semester. The Campus Recreation Center has many activities and methods to help you practice health and wellness. They hold fitness classes such as Zumba, HIIT cardio classes, and other wellness courses. You can also get blood pressure screenings and other health-related screenings, and they also have open gym hours for you to go and use their facilities. On the first floor, they have a weight room, and they have a large open basketball court. On the upper level, they have cardio equipment, a small bouldering wall, and an indoor track. There are many ways to stay healthy and fit at the Campus Recreation Center. There are multiple ways to find a job, whether it's an on or off-campus job. One way is going through our Campus Career Center. The Career Center has career coaches available that you can meet with to discuss career opportunities. You can attend their on-campus job fairs, or you can log into a portal called Handshake. On Handshake, you can update your career information, you can update any past experiences you've had, you can even upload your resume, and through Handshake, you can directly apply to job opportunities. The FSA, or Faculty Student Association website, posts jobs as well, so you can definitely check them out. Additionally, you can visit the actual departments and inquire about job opportunities available. These are more resources that you can reach out to for job hunting. For off-campus opportunities for international students, it is rather complicated, and we do have the VIS office to offer professional help with that. Many Stony Brook University students benefit from research and teaching assistant opportunities. In order to find these opportunities, we recommend that you speak to your professors, meet with your undergraduate program advisor, and visit the department websites and offices. Engaging in research or becoming a teaching assistant is a great resume booster and allows you to apply what you learn in the classroom towards practical application. Thank you for listening, and we hope that you found the session helpful. Welcome to Stony Brook.
Lastly, we just want to highlight the Ombuds office because they're a great resource for students who need help with various types of issues. They are there to guide you through decisions and conflicts as a confidential and neutral party. They are also an informal resource, so they will not record any identifying information or conduct formal investigations. They are available to help with a number of situations and operate independently of other university organizations. They are available for you whenever you would like to contact them and will refer you to any external resources needed. They have multiple office locations and can be contacted via phone to schedule an appointment.